This, for me, is heaven. I love it here.
So do we.
Have you ever dreamt of starting over and turning your back on city living?
Let's do it.
Exciting!
Of giving up everything you know to make a brand new life in the country?
Love that view. And there's our house.
In this series, I'll meet those who are bravely leaving their 9-to-5s and selling up to chase their dreams.
This is my last big adventure. I'm going to enjoy it.
Cheers!
For a new life.
Of moving to the great British countryside to start their very own business from scratch.
It's definitely doubling everything.
For a year, I'll experience their brand new lives right alongside them.
How high do you want to go?
Yeah, that's good.
See up close the huge challenges they face.
It looks like the apocalypse has been and gone.
We're frozen solid.
That's a big hit in the pocket.
This is our running water.
If this doesn't work, we've got to walk away.
But I'll also discover the massive rewards.
Yes! Fully booked. This is a good sign.
700 for today.
That is wicked.
And when I return the following year,
Are you open or aren't you open? What a transformation.
I'll find out if all their endeavour achieved their dream, new life in the country. This time, the dream move takes me to one of the flattest areas of the country, the Northern Fens, where I'll meet Dave and Ems, an adventurous couple who are swapping cramped living in London for 14 acres in rural Lincolnshire. Over the coming year, I'll follow the pair as they trade life on a 45-foot canal boat for enough space to set up a glamping holiday business.
Your change of lifestyle is extraordinary.
Well, we've been dreaming of something like this for a long time.
I'll discover the cost of chasing that dream.
We owe over 300,000 on this place.
Yeah, it's a very careful balancing act.
Find out what keeps them awake at night.
People we've never met before could say no, and that's a horrible feeling.
And see if they can overcome the pitfalls that lie in wait.
Moving here was a really good positive step. And then it turned to crap.
Sorry.
It's January, and I'm in the open countryside outside the market town of Boston.
I'm on my way to meet adventurous couple Dave and Ems, who've swapped minimalist living in London for 14 acres of this in Lincolnshire.
33-year-old Emma and 41-year-old Dave have been together for 5 years. 15 years ago, Dave skateboarded from Land's End to John O'Groats for charity.
Oh, I'll never forget this.
It was the first of many epic endurance expeditions. In a successful career of writing, filmmaking and motivational speaking. He met Emma years ago through a non-profit social enterprise group. She joined him on a tandem riding 1,000 miles along the River Danube, where he popped the question, and of course she said yes, and they moved in together in a tiny houseboat in London. But just 1 month ago, they left their old life behind, packing everything they own into a van.
Is this a wheelbarrow?
That's the wheelbarrow. Now we're done.
Let's do it. Wicked. No more sleeps.
Exciting!
And driving 110 miles from London to Lincolnshire. To their new home deep in the Lincolnshire countryside.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Joe.
Ready to begin a brand new life running their own glamping business together.
Can we go and run around our house, please?
Yeah.
Hi, house.
Our forever home.
Yeah,
Oh, it's just awesome. After you.
thank you.
Their forever home is a wooden chalet-style house set in 14 acres of grassland. The glamping and camping business will have accommodation on the buses, in pods in the woodland and in tents in the meadow. And they'll offer outdoor experiences, drawing on their adventure backgrounds. It's a huge undertaking for a couple who've never even owned a garden.
We've been planning for ages to have our own alpacas and a little permaculture garden and plant trees and just have somewhere that we can bring people together outside.
The kitchen by itself is larger than our boat.
Yeah, it really is.
I'm so happy.
Good.
They bought the 3-bedroom house and all its land for £495,000 and estimate they'll need a further £50,000 to get their business up and running. That's a total of £545,000 to make their dream a reality. They've ploughed everything they have into this, using the £70,000 from the sale of their houseboat and £155,000 of savings. But it's still not enough, as they have to take a loan of £320,000.
That was a loud bang.
Happy moving
Oh, happy moving day.
to a new life.
In enormous wine glasses. It's awesome.
Pretty happy with that.
It's a good day.
With no money coming in until they open, pressure will be on to get the site ready for guests. And they've already had a little bit of a rocky start. Just 2 days after they got here, their first big expense arrived.
Sounds like this is them now.
Isn't that a gorgeous school bus?
£25,000 of converted American school bus that they hope will become their star glamping accommodation.
Still got to get it up the track, but it's here.
It cost half their £50,000 startup budget, but they still need to get it onto the property, as well as their old office, a British double-decker that's also earmarked as accommodation. The driveway has potholes and is very muddy, raising the danger of getting stuck or tipping over.
If we can't get them in, it's a nightmare. I didn't sleep at all last night.
The American school bus should handle it, but can the double-decker?
Come on, Bussy, you can do it.
With a bit of help and skillful driving, it's cleared its first hurdle.
No way, no way.
But fails at its second. It's just too tight a turn. To get through the gateway, it needs to drive onto the field, but that's muddier than the track. Fortunately, they're now part of a rural community.
That's amazing.
Wow.
The cavalry arrived.
Receiving a warm welcome from their new neighbours, Andy and Farmer Neil.
Hello.
Thank you so much, Andy, thank you. Here we go. Coming your way.
Guys, move! Love that tractor. Oh my God!
Yeehaw! Well done. Go, school bus! Straight in. Yep. Yeehaw! It's nice to have supportive people around. It's cool. Happy.
I'm on my way to see how Dave and Ems are getting on now their vehicles are on site.
Hey, Ems, Dave, how are you guys?
Welcome to Big Sky, Ben.
Thank you. This is extraordinary. I wasn't expecting this here. So how different is this to where you were living before?
Well, we've come from a 45-foot canal boat in Limehouse in central London to 14 acres in the middle of nowhere in Lincolnshire.
I mean, mind blown. It must be extraordinary.
We've been here a month now and we're still pinching ourselves.
Can we start with looking around the 14 acres?
Yeah,
Absolutely,
please.
yeah.
Which
Let's
way, this
go.
way?
Yeah, this way.
What will you do in the woodland?
So we're going to put a couple of sleeping pods in there,
Yep.
like small glamping pods, a hammock village, and then a fire pit. We'd like to do forest schools and bushcraft lessons in here.
Nice. Oh my goodness.
Welcome to the school bus.
I love this. Why on earth have you got an American school bus in your garden?
Why not?
So this is our first glamping pod.
Oh, wow.
So we've got 6 sleeping spaces in there, a big Super King at the back, which is proper comfy, and then 4 bunks. We've got a little kitchen and then a sofa.
When they open, this quirky accommodation will be bringing in up to £175 a night, which they'll need to start paying off that £320,000 of debt.
Love that. Is it fair to say that eccentricity is a part of your lifestyle?
People aren't surprised to hear that we have another bus. Put it that way.
Yeah, I think there's something about kind of making an audacious decision, and for years we've lived off these ideas that you'd usually have in the pub, but often they'd stay in the pub, and you know, life's there to be lived, and this is just the next chapter for us.
Can we have a look at the rest of the
Absolutely.
rest of the land?
In that direction.
This
Next
way?
stop, Big Meadow.
Wow, look at this.
They have a field for camping, and they want me to help work out the perfect spacing between pitches.
Who's going to place the first one? Ems?
Go on, MZ.
Oh, it's a big moment. Maybe like here?
I think in a bit.
In a bit?
Yeah.
We don't walk past it.
This meadow could comfortably house dozens of tents, but they've decided to create just 8 camping spots, prioritising guest space and comfort over money.
So how far down here do you think the next one needs to be?
The question is how much privacy do we get?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. That's good.
One there.
Should we do a sound check? So I'm now just going to be having a conversation again if I'm over here. Can you hear me, Dave, if I'm talking like this?
I can't really hear you much, Ben.
I can't hear anything.
I have a
over here.
very loud voice that means you could hear if I was shouting.
What's that?
There's a very loud man over there.
So if you're just talking at this kind of volume, I don't think you can really hear me very well, especially if there's a tent and if I'm turning around like this.
Yeah, I think that's all right.
That was a fun experiment. I think that works nicely.
Coming up, business realities.
So presumably you've worked out how much you have to turn over to break even.
We need to get about 75% occupancy from the middle of March through to the end of September, which is a really big ask.
Setbacks.
Sending emails to people having to cancel their holidays. I mean, that's just rubbish.
And potential disaster.
We're in the place of our dreams. I feel like we're in the middle of a nightmare.
I'm with Dave and Ems, a couple who have just moved from a houseboat in London to a 14-acre plot in the Lincolnshire countryside to run a glamping site and live their rural dream.
Your change of lifestyle is extraordinary, going from the boat to this. I mean, it couldn't be more extreme, really.
No.
No, it really couldn't.
We've gone from living in each other's pockets to losing each other around the house.
Yeah. Well, we've been dreaming of something like this for a long time. And then with COVID coming along, all of the work we're used to is gone. So this drove this dream a little faster.
Exciting times?
Absolutely.
What's the scariest thing about what you're doing?
The scariest thing is being in so much debt. We've always lived really frugally. So this is a huge move financially.
Yeah.
And it's going to take us a long time to pay it off.
Who's got the business hat? Are you good at that?
I'm enjoying it, yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
He's a marketing wizard. I love the practical side of things rather than the businessy side of things. So I'll be looking after the alpacas and the chickens and the guests.
And Em's our-
Alpacas? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We are going to start our own little alpaca herd.
Yeah. We'd like to create a really peaceful place here, and alpacas, you know, they fit in with that perfectly. I think people will love to come and see them, and they're super curious animals, so.
A herd of alpacas. Ems and Dave don't do things by halves. And their pot of borrowed money is already dwindling. Half of their £50,000 has already been spent. And they still have to buy glamping pods, livestock, build infrastructure like compost toilets and eco showers, and have money to live off. So they need to generate income, and quickly.
So we're January now. When do you hope to open?
We'd like to start opening up the glamping pods mid-March, and then camping early April, and then run all the way through to the end of September.
So it looks to me like the big thing you have to do are the loos and the showers.
Yeah,
Who's going to build those?
we are.
Are you?
Are
How
you?
are your,
You're going to help me?
What? I'm not going to leave you to do it. Have all the fun.
how are your DIY skills?
DIY skills, beginner to moderate, and that's being really generous. YouTube's an amazing teacher, so the idea of building a compost toilet is completely beyond me at the moment, but I think after a couple of weeks of sussing out the plans, we'll be on it.
Budget is a massive part of it, obviously, and we've only got a finite amount of funds. So, yeah, it's a very careful balancing act.
We just run a launch crowdfunder as well, which did really well. We reached our target on that.
To raise funds, Dave and Ems have pre-sold holidays to people at a discounted rate. The would-be holidaymakers pay up front to help this fledgling business raise funds to pay for the costs of getting up and running. A sort of speculate to accumulate arrangement.
I think the best thing about the crowdfunder, it was great hitting the financial target, but knowing there's so many people out there who's supporting our vision.
So, yeah, it's given us confidence that it will work and people will come.
Confidence and an incentive, because
Yes.
people have booked to come, so
Exactly.
you've got to
Yeah.
get ready. Well, I can't wait to come back in a couple of months and experience everything that you're going to create here.
Yeah.
I'm particularly looking forward to meeting the alpacas, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm daunted or excited for what Ems and Dave have ahead of them. On one hand, I'm quite excited and actually a little bit jealous. I'd love to have something like this. But there's so many firsts for them. A new business, a new life, a new house, a new landscape, a new geography, new neighbours, livestock. Everything is brand new. But I suppose that's what's so exciting. And if anyone's going to do it, this is the couple to succeed.
Dun, dun, dun. Ta-da!
A week later,
Look at that.
Wow, this is awesome.
What a throne.
Dave and Ems are throwing themselves into learning new skills.
So I think the most important bit is this.
Building the first of 5 compost loos for guests.
It works.
To stand a chance of making money this year, the couple need to be open for Easter, the start of the camping season. This leaves little time to apply for planning permission. So the couple are applying for a special camping exemption. This will allow them to open for a limited period of time while they prepare their planning application.
That's cool.
If you guys could just leave me to it now, that would be great. I'll see you later.
In February, snow hits the region. It's a big day. The chickens are arriving. Ems is on her way home with them, but Dave has yet to finish the coop, and she's due back in just a couple of hours' time.
I've never been to any woodworking classes, so I'm just figuring it out. And I think the key with all of this, just slowing down. There could be loads of pressure. Oh, the money to pay off and the rainwater harvesting and the garden and the orchard and the drive to sort out and toilets and showers. But just bit by bit, and we'll get there. And you have to embrace that slowness. I've changed a lot in the last 2 months. I'm now a man who just automatically has nails in his pocket. I still call them nails though, they're actually screws. So maybe I haven't changed that much. Ironically, all of that talk of kind of living a slow life, I feel under pressure to get this done before Em's arriving with the chickens. Yeah! Okay, we're winning.
I'm home.
You brought me some chickens?
I've got some chickens.
Are they well behaved?
Yes, they've got their seatbelts on and everything.
That's lovely.
Hello. In you go. There we go. All right, calm down, calm down. They're so pretty.
It's the end of February, 1 month until opening. Dave and Ems have yet to receive word that they've been granted their camping exemption certificate. They take delivery of the first of their brand new glamping pods. At a cost of £15,000, it's another huge financial outlay.
That's awesome.
Each has its own glade in the woods.
Look at that.
It's a big milestone on the couple's journey to running their own business.
Yes.
Okay.
Next day,
It's not as heavy as I was expecting.
their first fruit plants and trees arrive.
So we've got 3 walnuts here.
Walnut.
But there's devastating news about planning permission.
We got a call out of the blue from the local council saying someone had inquired, not complained, but just inquired about our site. And the planning enforcement officer then had to follow that up, and he called us up and recommended that we get full planning permission straight away.
The bad news is that the temporary campsite exemption they hope to open under will not cover their buses. These are their main money makers, so they now can't open until they get their full planning application in and have it approved, if it's approved.
And part of the joy of this place is that it's ours and that we've got a huge amount of control over what we do. So potentially people we've never met before could say no, and that's a horrible feeling. So I've definitely got a bit of stress about that process.
The delay could spell financial disaster. They've got £31,000 left in the kitty, and they didn't budget for having to write off spring.
Okay. Dear Rebecca, I'm so sorry. I have to write this.
Dave's cancelling every one of their bookings for the next 2 months.
Sending emails to people having to cancel their holidays. I mean, that's just rubbish.
The size of their site means they're going to have to apply for major planning, which will cost thousands in consultancy fees and take 3 months to get a decision on. Over the next few days, Emma's forced to take drastic action. It's 6 a.m.
Is the coffee on?
It's not only on, it's ready.
She's starting work at the COVID testing site in nearby Boston.
You're tired.
I'm so tired. I got to say, I'm proud of you for getting up to go and do this job.
What's on the agenda today, my love? While I'm out toiling.
I'll be home toiling.
Love you.
Love you. Go in.
Bye.
Mwah.
Instead of fretting and watching the days tick away without any money coming in, Dave has decided to turn his DIY skills to another job that desperately needs doing. The potholes.
It was a real shock when we got that £9,000 quote for this, because that's an insane amount of money.
It's back-breaking work. Digging, hauling hardcore.
Luckily, there's loads of bricks and bits of stone all over site.
And shifting pebbles to plug the gaps. With 150 metres of drive to do, it's going to take him weeks to finish.
I am looking forward to the day when I kind of pour the last bunch of pebbles out. And then I just go and have a cup of tea and think, oh, I never have to do that again. That'll be a really good cup of tea. Solid day.
Coming up,
Come on then, buddy. Come on, dude.
the couple's dream of keeping alpacas comes true,
They're so beautiful.
but their whole future comes under threat.
At this point in time, it doesn't look like we're going to get our planning permission.
Three months ago, I met Dave and Emma, who were attempting to set up their dream smallholding and glamp site with zero experience. They've been forced to delay their opening to wait for planning, but are pushing on with the rest of their plans. Over the last month, Dave's repaired the worst of the potholed driveway. They've started the vegetable garden and orchard, and fenced a 2,800 square metre paddock for their next arrivals.
Almost took my thumb off.
And today is the day.
Look at that.
The alpacas are coming!
I want to see them frolic. I want them to love it. When they get here, I don't want them to just turn around and run back in the trailer because they don't want to get out.
Yeah.
Dave and Ems are about to take charge of 3 pregnant females. And they're not the only ones who are excited.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, all.
Good morning.
The alpacas are arriving at 10:15. We can't believe that this is happening. It's absolutely mad.
To help pay some of the £10,000 these alpacas are costing, they've offered an alpaca adoption to supporters.
And 3, 2, 1.
And today they get to give something back.
We're only here because of so many other people supporting in us, believing in those crazy ideas we've had.
I can hear them coming down the driveway.
Madhouse. Woohoo! The alpacas are coming!
Hello.
Hello, sir. Come on then, buddy. Come on, dude. Yes.
Hey, Silver.
Come on, Biscuit.
Come on then, here you go. Oh, they're so beautiful.
I feel quite emotional.
Aww.
They're just gorgeous. Oh, it's amazing. We've dreamed about this for so long, and having them here is just amazing. It's really special. It's really special.
So that's Abby, that's Biscuit, and that is Songbird. Thank you very much for joining us.
Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day, yeah.
How could we not enjoy our day?
What's the food?
Look at that face. Come on.
Bit from the hand.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. How does it feel? Okay, Songbird.
Gummy.
It's very gummy, isn't it? Oh, wow.
Oh, she's so gentle.
Is she? Oh, she's amazing.
Go on then, off you go.
Off you go. Oh, we've got some packers.
Yeah. I wish I had their coat on. Bye. Love you.
Not even looking.
They'll love us back eventually.
Spring has sprung. And after many weeks of consultants' reports and form filling, Dave has submitted the planning application for their glamping business. He now has a worrying wait.
This has been affecting my sleep, for sure. Planning permission doesn't come through. It will be massively sad to not be able to have a campsite here, because that's been a huge part of our dream. I won't tell her how worried I am that potentially we won't get it. But she will worry that I'm stressed, because she knows that I don't deal with it very well.
As April turns into May, they're still waiting to hear if they'll be granted planning permission. There is, however, some welcome relief from the worry of mounting bills. Yesterday, Biscuit the alpaca gave birth.
Good morning.
Morning, team.
And they've called him Jammy Dodger.
Hey, Dodge. Hey. Aren't you just special?
He's got his coat on for the cold and is ready to meet his aunties.
Come on, Dodge.
Come on, Dodge. Yeah, freedom.
Look at this, off you go.
Hey, kiddo. So good. Oh, they're brilliant.
I love him so much.
So cool.
Summer arrives, and while the nation staycations, the campsite remains closed, awaiting its planning decision. But it's just come through.
We heard this morning that our application is being objected to by the Environment Agency. At this point in time, it doesn't look like we're going to get our planning permission.
They're considered at risk of flooding from the nearby River Witham in the case of a once-in-a-century flood event. It spells disaster for their dreams of ever opening a glampsite here.
I've rarely felt as low in my adult life as I do now. My spirit is totally broken.
It's Dave's whole life savings that have gone into this. We built the dream together, but we're worried that we're going to have to sell our home.
So we're gonna have to go back to living a life that we don't really want to be living. We're in the place of our dreams. I feel like we're in the middle of a nightmare.
Flooding risk on big projects is assessed by the National Environmental Agency. But the only reason their site is considered big is because their accommodation is so spread out.
I think we're left with two options now. One is they change their minds, which is incredibly unlikely. And two is to go back to the drawing board and try and resubmit as much of our original plan, but to come in at less than a hectare. And then the council can give us permission without consulting the Environment Agency.
Which they want to do anyway, right? We have the council on side.
Everybody else, neighbours, council, are in support. No other objection, just the Environment Agency.
To make their site less than a hectare and keep their plan of having spacious pitches, which has always been central to their business plan, means that they'll need to either have less accommodation on site and therefore less money coming in, meaning it could take years to clear their debt, or they'll have to say goodbye to their dream of offering a spacious pitch for their campers. Neither is something Emma nor Dave want to do, and both options will take a lot of extra time and money. It's a devastating blow.
Moving here was a really good positive step. And then it turned to crap.
Sorry.
It's not your fault.
We really need a wellness tent or something. I'm not giving up. I'm just really looking forward to not feeling like this anymore.
We owe it to all our future guests to fight for it.
And everybody who supported us up until now.
So Dave and Ems decide to appeal.
Morning, ladies.
Oh, hello. Good morning.
A month later, and the future of Dave and Em's dream business is still in the hands of their appeal to the Environment Agency and local planning. But they've discovered they can open temporarily for 28 days as a pop-up. It's a chance to claw back some of the year's lost revenue.
Right. Let's do this. We're really kind of honoured that people have decided to come on holiday in our garden. And we want to make it a cool experience for them. It's that simple.
Let's crack on.
Unless the Environment Agency back down, this short season will undoubtedly be the only time they open.
Morning, kids. Empty camping field. It's going to be full of tents tonight.
But Dave and Ems can't worry about that now. There's too much to do to be ready for their first guests.
Of course it's a windy day.
I am taking out all the thistles of the camping pitches. Oh, that's a good one.
I should have done this yesterday. I should have done it a month ago.
It's been a bit hard to motivate ourselves because why build a toilet block if we're never going to get to use it?
It's a good distraction from the reality, which is 1 week today, they make their decision, and we still don't know which way it's going to go.
With the last of the finishing touches done to their site, they're ready to welcome their first guests.
You got this.
I'm ready for bed.
I know you are.
No. Hey, guys.
Hello, how you doing?
How are you?
Good, good.
Yeah.
Welcome. If you want anything, firewood, a fire pit, shower, etc., just holler.
They've got 9 groups of guests staying this weekend.
Welcome to Big Sky. Thanks for bringing the sun with you.
Yeah.
I've camped a little bit more at campsites and they're not normally as beautiful as this. And really nice that they've tried to keep the grass and the meadows quite long, which is obviously great for like the bees and things, but also really nice for privacy.
Thank you.
Brand new.
Awesome.
Enjoy.
We will.
Seeing tents popping up in the meadow pitches, and it's perfect.
It feels amazing to know that there are people out there. They're making home. And it's really nice.
That's what we wanted.
Yeah.
It hasn't been an easy year, and I'm maintaining a sense of realism that we might not get to do this next year.
I'm looking forward to it.
I hope that this brief season doesn't turn out to be the couple's swan song.
It feels like a lifetime since I was last here with Dave and Ems. I love this young couple, hopeful and ambitious.
I'm just crossing everything that they beat the odds and have planning permission to run the business they have been dreaming of.
Bit of planting. Looks like the orchard is growing nicely. And they repaired the drive. Hey, Dave!
Welcome back.
Thank you so much. Are you open or aren't you open?
I think I should take you to M, and we'll tell you more.
Okay, I don't know if this is a good sign or not.
Hello.
Hey, Ems!
Hiya. Welcome back.
Please tell me about the planning permission. Did you get it?
We got it.
Yes! Oh my
Finally.
gosh. That must have been a massive relief.
A massive relief doesn't seem to cut it.
Definitely a weight has lifted, and we're just relieved that we don't have to move and start up again somewhere else, which was the threat.
Yep.
So yeah, we're looking forward to a forever future here now.
Oh, I'm so happy for you guys.
Yeah.
Poor. It's nice to sleep again. Sleep's great.
Oh my goodness.
The Environment Agency removed its objection, instead recommending safety measures like a flood warning system, evacuation plan, and only seasonal opening.
Well, this is your cosy cocoon for the night.
Oh my goodness, this is so clever.
This shuts down if you want to, if it rains or if you get a bit chilly, but it's insulated, so it's nice and warm. Got a hot water bottle there, keep you cosy. You've got some solar panels and some lights going on in there as well, so.
I love it. And look at all of this that you've made. It's just incredible, I love this.
It's very
little
cool.
kitchen.
Yeah, that was an afternoon.
It makes for a good shelter.
It does.
I love this. Well, I might get settled in if that's okay. And,
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
I'll come and find you shortly. I'm all hands.
Awesome.
We've got plenty for you to do.
I'm sure you do. Thanks
Appreciate
so
the
much,
help.
guys. See you in a
Thank
bit. What a massive relief that they actually got that planning permission. It all relied on that paperwork. They wanted to create something alternative, something that's quite hopeful. And that's what I've seen so far.
Coming up, Dave and Ems put me to work on their latest creative vision, giving me a chance to dig deeper into how planning really affected them. It's morning in Lincolnshire, with new glamping site owners Em and Dave. And I want to see for myself what keeps them busy here each day. I've been looking forward to this first job.
So welcome to the Alpaca.
Hello. I come in peace. Should we go in?
Yeah, let's head in.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Hello.
This is Abby, Priscilla and Biscuit. Biscuit's baby Jammy Dodger.
Do you want me to
Yeah,
hold
please
the bowl?
do. Yeah, you're taller than me.
I can hold the bowl out of their reach.
Being able to keep these adorable creatures was at the heart of this entire dream, and now they can really enjoy them and share them with guests. Hopefully all the worry and stress has been worth it.
What was it like seeing Dave struggle?
Oh, it was heartbreaking. To go from being the light, bubbly, happy person he normally is, you know, he lost his cheeky edge. He didn't have the energy for it. It was horrible to see him so flat. It was tough. I spent a lot of time trying to distract him with fun projects like building a bar.
Were there tears?
Oh, absolutely. Lots of tears on both sides.
With the Environment Agency lifting their objections, Dave and Em can allow their creativity to flourish once again. And they want me to help them set up their next quirky installation, a hammock village in the woods.
Okay, where do you want to put them?
Perfectly placed trees, so we're
Yes.
going to kind of have a nice big hammock circle.
Let's do it.
They want 15 to 20 hammocks around this little woodland clearing, creating a space where guests can literally hang out together.
How high do you want to go?
Yeah, that's good.
About there?
That's nice.
Yeah.
And then it's just a nice little reef knot. Left over right, right over left. Moment of truth.
These are very comfy hammocks. That's a nice little campfire in the middle here.
Yeah.
We sorted. Looking ahead, when do you plan to open?
So our planning permission conditions say we can open mid-March till the end of October. And I think by then we will have had a really nice winter of planning and creativity, and we'll be ready to go for a first big year.
And presumably now's the point where you have to make the business work for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're optimistic because people who have stayed have booked again for next year in a different part of the site before they've even left. So that's really encouraging.
We're so happy to have got the planning permission, to know our future's here, and all we can do is build on that.
Not that you would want to go through those experiences again, but sometimes that's what makes the final product that much sweeter, that much more special.
Yeah.
But anticipate that it's not going to be plain sailing necessarily from here. I know you've weathered a massive storm and you can enjoy the sunshine. There will be bumps along the way, but you're more resilient now, maybe?
Yeah, I think better equipped in that we never have to apply for planning permission again.
And if in doubt, just come and sit in a hammock and stare at that.
Nice.
When I first met Dave and Emma, they were excited to be embarking on this new adventure together. Like all challenges, there's been highs and lows, and while they'll have to take jobs over the winter, they're already reaping the rewards of building their new life in the country.
You guys deserve this. Sitting in front of your own fire, on your own site.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Drinking a beer.
Oh, that feels good. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Listen, here is to the amazing future of your business.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ben.
Knowing now what you know, would you do it again?
Oh, yeah. Now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we do it better.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
It's not too shabby, yeah. So yes, we'd do it again.
You should be very proud, though, of what you have achieved. Sometimes I think when you're in the midst of things, it can be hard to see what you have created. But having seen you at the beginning and now at this point, it's amazing. Yeah.
Glad you think so.
And I'm glad you've both got smiles on your faces.
So are we. Lots to look forward to.
Here's to Big Sky.
To Big Sky.
Next time, I'm in the breathtaking foothills of the Peak District to meet a couple
Very nice to see you both.
who've given up the rat race of central London for a new life running a bakery in picturesque Buxton,
I think it would be really nice to actually see you more.
where they learn to work together
I'm frustrated. That's where I'm like, just back off.
and face financial hardship,
It's going to cost us $4,000 a month just to open the new place and to sustain ourselves.
all for a new dream life in the country.
Where do we decide when this is worth it, when it isn't worth it?
The business has to work, but we need our lives back, basically.